Do you feel like you know how to trade, but you just don't have enough in your trading account? You understand how the market moves, you know how it operates, but you don't have enough to capitalize. So you tell yourself, once I have 1,000, 2,000, or 5,000, I'll finally start. But what if I told you you don't need that much to start? I submit to you a plan that I've built, a strategy designed to start with as little as $10 and still grow your account. I've started with $60. Right now, I'm at $145 in my trading account. And I'm about to show you, you don't need a lot to start trading. You just need a plan. Come on. Welcome back to another week, y'all. So right now, the account, we're sitting at like 140. I'm gonna blur this out because I don't want nobody. Yeah. Blur that out. Right now we're sitting at 145 and 33 cents. And I'm going to show you all how to take this 145 to possibly 300. Well, let me not say that. We're going to attempt to flip 145 to $300 on a small account. Again, this is using proper risk management, not over leveraging something crazy. Yeah, well, let me slow down. I am over leveraging because this is a smaller account, but I'm still abiding by a strict plan of risk. So right now I'm risking between 40 to 50% per trade, looking to slowly compound my account. Last week we took, like you all know, the $60 to 145, even though we should never we only lost because we was over leveraging. I think the starting balance was like 164. I was risking on that trade like $130. Price closed me out at a $77 loss when we were in drawdown. What pair? I think it was Euro. No, it was Euro GBP. So Euro GBP. I remember this trade. So you can see when price were traced about right here, I got closed out because it was over leveraging. The broker automatically closed me out due to the margin call on the account. So lost $77, got back in around same entry basically. Got back in, won for $80, I think it was. All right, so right now the account is at 145. We're looking to flip this account to $300 using proper risk. So yes, we are over leveraging just a tad, but we are using proper risk management. So right now I'm risking between 40 to 50% per trade, looking to slowly compound this account. So first trade we took was Euro GBP. This is the winning setup. We would have got back so much in return. So right now, this 2.73, I was risking like 125. 2.73, we would have got back 341, taking into account from 161 to 502. So like, think about that. We're in a great position. We started at 161. This is like a 300% gain on my account, bro. Like, who's not gonna love that? So risking around 130, price got to about right here in drawdown, closed me out due to margin call with the broker, closed out at 77, took another trade, closed out at 60 because again I was over leveraging. So I told myself, all right, well, I just can't over leverage. Risked around like 40-45%, got back basically the loss that we had, only down $16. So we got the account back to original starting balance, which is good. I'm not complaining. I'm happy we're back. I am mad that it closes out, but I'm happy. So this was the first trade we took. We are looking now at AUD USD. Our goal for this week is to take 141 to 282. I'm not going to, we're at 145. 145 to 290. So the goal is 290 this week. Flip 145 to 290, but I would love to get a little bit more. I will be risking half of my account, so we're looking at around $72 on this trade for our risk. Risking 50%, like I said, between 40 and 50%. This is a good setup, so I'm gonna risk a little bit more, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. I'm showing you all you don't need a lot of fucking money, bro. Like, you just need a plan, you need a strategy, you need a gameplay, you need to abide by those rules and watch how those rules help you. So right now we're going to break down AUD USD. I have 3 pairs from my top 3 for tonight, but I'm not going to break down all of those. If you want to see the full breakdown, go to the Discord. I have a Discord where you can join. I break down all of the charts, I broke down these top 3, showing you the insights on why I like it, how I'm going to enter. And yeah, if you want more insight on that, join the Discord. Again, it's in the description. Right now, daily time frame AUD USD. So clear as day, you guys can see, well, you all can see that price was bullish, and we have this higher high, higher low, recent break of structure around here. At the moment on the daily time frame, price is getting back below this area of resistance / support, showing me a counter trend opportunity. Why do I say that? Because typically I am a break retest in the continuation trade, right? So I'm looking for the breakout well, the break, the retest, and entry, right? So if price is giving me a break towards the upside, and then once price gets back below my zone, to be honest, I'm not looking to take buys just yet until we can get back above this zone, because it's easy. You can take a buy from this level, your stop's just below, and price starts to push. And as price is pushing, it finds resistance at this area recently known as resistance. And price can then have some type of push back towards the downside, taking you out of this trade. So what I want to see, one out of two things. If I'm still interested in the buys, only way I'm gonna be interested is if my daily and my 4 hour are in sync, going in the same direction in the upside. But if my daily is bullish and we get back below this zone, and then I see my 4 hour is bearish, one, I already see that the daily and the 4 hour are no longer in sync. I have the daily telling me bull, 4 hour telling me bear. We're not in sync. So now, since my 4 hour and my daily aren't in sync, I know I have a higher chance of my 4 hour and my 1 hour being in sync. So now, since we are breaking down, well, breaking back below the zone that's treated as resistance, I want to capitalize on this counter trend move. No, I don't recommend trading counter trend scenarios, but if you have a plan that hires that probability of you winning those setups, take the trade. So right now I'm looking for some type of retracement, wick retracement, rejecting this area as resistance, and then looking for sales to then continue this ride towards the downside like so. So if we go back towards the charts, you can obviously see we're below the zone. My daily's bullish, and if I go towards the 4 hour, clear as day, we're bearish. I see that the 4 hour recently gave me this break of structure. I want to see if the 1 hour is doing the exact same thing. You can see clear as day, the 4 hour is bearish, 1 hour is bearish. Both are presenting me with the recent break of structure, and now price is forming this retracement. My goal or my job is to find an area where price can react, reject, and we find some type of entries from. So since I know the 4 hour and the 1 hour are in sync, I know I need to see a place where the 4 hour can retrace back to. This is when I drop towards the 1 hour, since we are in sync with both time frames, and I look for the recent break of structure. 1 hour time frame, you can see price go from this bull to bearish trend. We have the recent break of structure being here, and once price performed this breakout, I grab this box tool, I mark this area off like so, look towards the left, and I count my rejections. I want to just see more than 2 rejections, allow me to see that this is a valid zone of resistance. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. If I zoom out and I drag this out a little bit more towards the left, you can see we have then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rejections towards this zone. So we have well over 2 rejections towards this area of interest, which is good. Now, I simply just want to see price tap back into, which we should be doing in the next hour and a half. I have to still wait for the 4 hour to have that candlestick closure. So as price forms the retracement back towards my area of interest, you can see clear as day, the 5 minute go from bearish to bullish in order for this retracement to happen. So now when the 5 minute taps back into this zone, I will simply just wait for the switcher structure, making sure we still maintain below that daily and my 1 hour zone. Look for this break of structure around here, going from bullish to now bearish. Find my entry, stops above. And since I'm using my 1 hour zone, I'm using my 1 hour lows for my targets, looking something like this. So this is the setup I'm gonna be waiting for as far as tonight. Same thing basically with NZD CAD and then NZD JPY. Like I said, if you want to see a more in-depth breakdown on that, just join the Discord and you will see that, but I'm not doing it right now. Number 1 pair is this. This is the only pair I'm going to break down for you all because it's the only pair I'm focused on. I'm gonna catch y'all with updates either in the AM or later tonight in London session. So I'm gonna see y'all later. All right, y'all. So y'all can see AUD USD, NZD CAD, NZD JPY. So AUD USD, we're having a move. We're attempting to have this move on a 4 hour time frame. I don't like it because I would rather see price form all just bullish candles forming a retracement. Like if I go over here, you can obviously see that's what we did, right? Right here, we had the break of structure, formed nothing but bullish candles, had the rejection, and then dropped. Right here was a bad trade. I'm not going to break that down. Bad trade, but both of them, you can see with the break, straight bullish candles for the retracement, break, straight bullish candles, right? And right now, price is forming these bearish candles, showing us that price is going, price is retracing, we possibly have a push, I don't know, have a retracement. I don't like it, but it's still maintaining. 1 hour is still bearish as well. We haven't had any type of push down here, which is what I like to see. If price does have some type of, you know, push, correction, push, we want to see price tap back into. If price starts moving in some type of consolidation, I'm not going to trade. So price, I need it to continue in this little uptrend movement, have that rejection, and then drop. So AUD USD, we still have a chance later tonight, tomorrow morning. NZD CAD is simply gone, my brother. It is simply gone. Like, it looks so ugly. So we're gonna move this. Let's delete this, put this on not ready yet. And then NZD JPY, same thing. You can see price is having that little baby push, 1 hour time frame. You can see how we're having some type of momentum. I don't know, it doesn't look like it. I don't like it, but price is still forming the retracement, which is good. As long as we don't start moving in a sideways manner, we're good to go. So I want to see price continue to do this little uptrend movement back towards my area of interest, reject, and then drop. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna update y'all later today and see if we catch something tonight or just later on in a week. So I'm gonna catch y'all. What's good, y'all? So we got updates. Obviously, we're not talking about AUD USD anymore or NZD JPY. If I go towards the higher time frames, I'm gonna go look at AUD NZD, well, AUD USD. The reason why I walked away, we have this ugly structure. I'm not trading ugly structure. Price now is on a 1 hour time frame, moving in this sideways formation. I'm not trading that, simple as day. Same thing with NZD JPY. We started to move in a sideways formation. I'm not trading ugly structure, so I'm walking away. No longer interested in those two pairs. I'm actually going to put it down here on not ready yet, because truly, I don't care. That was a little dramatic. I just don't care. USD CHF, however, this is a pair. I don't know if I broke this down for y'all, but let's go quick. So right now, you can obviously see the daily time frame. We are bullish. Price has recently gave us the break, retest, and we can possibly see this double top scenario looking like this. This also, if we go back towards the trading tips, if you're not in the Discord, I don't know what to tell you. Hold on, let's do this. Going back to the trading tips, you can obviously see we are at this. We are bullish. We aren't bearish. So we are at this number 3 type of setup, counter trend trading. Obviously, we have the double top. Price gave us the retest, and now it's not breaking past these highs. Perfect. I can see I'm in the same formation. The daily is at my recent higher highs, showing signs of rejection. The 4 hour time frame recently gave us the break of structure, going from this bullish to bearish trend due to the break of these higher lows, which also allowed the 1 hour time frame to do the exact same thing. Seeing that the 4 hour and the 1 hour are in sync, where can we see the 4 hour retrace to? Well, going towards the 1 hour time frame, since we are in sync, I simply draw out my structure and I mark off my last break of structure. As you can see, we have price give us the overall bullish to bearish flip due to the breakout of our overall trend being here. Inside of our trend, we have this mini structure, the last break of structure being there. So I grab my box tool, mark off my zone, look towards the left, and if we drag it out, everybody, we have multiple signs of rejection. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we have 12. So everything looks really good as far as rejection, as far as zones, and as far as price continuing to follow our rules. Right now, I'm simply waiting for price to get back in this bearish trend, because like you know, in order for us to have this retest, price has to go from bearish to bullish, allowing the higher time frames to have that retracement back into the zone, and then go from bullish to bearish, allowing us to see that we're back in sync with the higher time frames and we can possibly catch a position. So I have my alarm set up. I'm simply just waiting for the break of this 5-minute structure. Once we can have that, I will find my entry. I will cut y'all on so y'all can see when I enter this trade, and then I just update y'all with the aftermath. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna see y'all. It was 8:06. I'll see y'all probably like 8:30, 9:15. 9:30. We'll see. I'm gonna update y'all though. Alright, y'all, so we ended up entering our position on USD CHF. As you can see, currently floating. Well, it's gonna refresh and stuff because my stuff's delayed. Up like around $20. The reason we even entered this position is because, one, I wasn't going to enter because of the 5-minute time frame. Just having this push from last night, we was just too far away from my zone. But what ended up happening was price went from this bearish to now bullish trend, allowing the 15-minute time frame to have this break and retest of that recent structure, which allowed us to have the pullback back into this 1 hour area of interest, form again, rejection, and then go from bullish to bearish. We got in on this break of structure. You can obviously see, if I go towards the 1 hour time frame, how this also allowed the 1 hour to just form a beautiful double top scenario. You can see price had this. Let's draw it out. Actually, I'm gonna draw out structure because I know some people, this is ugly structure. Up, it ain't ugly. It's not ugly. So you can see, right? And then if I drag this over here, You can see clear as day, price is in an overall bullish trend, and then it goes bearish due to the breakout of these higher lows, but the last structure break was around here. This is where price had to pull back to towards this area of interest, and as you can see, form now this double top scenario, which is amazing. Now we just simply wait and allow this trade to run. I have my target set up. We should be looking at a 1 to 3.19 risk reward in return, so we'll see what happens. I'm risking around 50%, so like $72, I think. So if we do win this trade, we will be looking at a $230 win, taking the account possibly close roughly to $400. So see what happens. All right, y'all, so I just got back from a run. You can obviously see price is pushing. We're floating around $128. If we do, I'm risking, like, I don't know if I told you, I'm risking like 70 something. Let me see, actually. Stop loss, let's see. Ooh, I almost closed this trade. Stop loss around $78 is what we're risking. Our take profit, I'm not gonna put it, let's just see what it is. 79918. 79918. We're looking at a $236. What did I get filled at? Only $236. It's all right. I'm still a good trade. I'm not worried. What did we get filled at? 880, 369. Dude, we got filled like a few pips below. So right here, y'all see it. Okay, it's the same spot. What? Who cares? Price is going pretty well. We're gonna see what happens. We're still holding. Like, I have nothing for right now. We broke it down, double top, bearish engulfing, price is moving. We recently broke out of our double top neckline, which is around here. We can draw this out. So we could expect price to have some type of pullback, the retest of the zone. Like, we've already formed the retest right here, forming this wick rejection. But if we want to see the overall, you know, flip of, not flip of trends, but flip of direction, I'll be looking for price to tap back into this area of support / resistance and then continue that move towards the downside. So let's see what happens. We're still holding, like I said, floating around 134, 135, and I'm gonna update y'all when price does whatever. I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry, so I'll be back. Well, see y'all later. What's good, y'all? We finally had that daily candlestick closure. If I remove this, you can obviously see price formed that beautiful rejection towards our higher highs. It looks like price wants to go form that bearish engulfing. I will be looking for this candlestick open to go engulf past this previous bullish candle, that allowing us, one, to see the bearish engulfing candle on the higher time frame, but most of all, this will be carrying out this entire move to then have the break of structure and continue towards the downside. Right now we're floating. My charts, we're just, yeah, I think it's the spread. You gotta remember, market just closed. Well, closed, and you know what I mean. People that know, that know. So we're sitting at 126 right now. Price is, I'll say we're probably oh yeah, they're like 160. We're probably floating around like 160, 170, probably more. Who knows? We'll have to wait. I'm gonna cut y'all back on like around 5:30. That way, you know, everything's back to normal on the broker. The spreads calm down a little bit, and then we'll have an actual P&L. So right now, price is moving how we expected. We just got to continue to wait, allowing price to fully develop or fully play out. And like I just said, I'm going to send y'all updates. I really have nothing else to break down. Price is doing exactly what we talked about earlier. We still could see price retrace back towards this area. Remember, if I draw this out, this was our double top formation. We saw price have this push. It came back, showing the rejection. And if I drag, well, yeah, let's drag this. So if you pay attention, right? Yes, we're overall bearish, right? We can see that we have our lower high, lower low. Recent break of structure happened around here. Right now, price has formed this type of scenario where it's a double top. It's not the cleanest, but it's still the double top. It's in the vicinity. And when price formed this double top, we formed this neckline structure around here. You can see the structure treated as resistance / support. So what I will be expecting is for price to have some type of retracement back towards this area, treated as resistance, which we did in the past, and then look for the next extension back down towards the downside. And at the moment, price definitely just had this break. Have we formed a retracement? No. So I still possibly, we could see one, but you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not really expecting or hoping it happens. I just want to see price continue to push in my direction, truth be told. So I'm gonna continue to leave this be. I know a lot of people close the trade, close the trade. Well, hey, if you was in the trade, you can close the trade. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna update y'all, like I said, in an hour and a half, see what happens. All right, y'all, so you can obviously see price has pushed pretty well. I want to see price hit my overall targets, being these 1 hour lows. So I'm not being greedy by me not closing out my trade. I'm still going to be patient to see if we can hit targets. So what's going to happen is I'm gonna stay up until 12 o'clock. If price is still around this area at 12 o'clock, I'm gonna go to sleep and we're gonna wake up and we're gonna see what happens with price. So, well, matter of fact, let's be smart, right? Because think about it. If we're thinking about this, I might just close. I'm not going to be greedy. I don't want to be greedy. That's really being greedy. Me trying to hold past this daily zone. Yeah, I don't want to do that. And then like y'all like y'all know, y'all can obviously see when we're above support, below resistance. I've already got back my 1 to 2 risk to reward. We're sitting at right now 1 to 2.67. So yeah, I might just close out, not be greedy. Yeah, we're going to close out. All right, let's close the trade for $184 profit. God is good. 180. Good day, good day, good day, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so great trade. We'll talk about it more in the morning. I'll see y'all later. Deuces. What's good, y'all? So y'all can obviously see the trade played out to the T, and we finally broke underneath the zone. I was telling the Discord earlier, bro, if we would have held this trade, we would have been up around 5% overall. You know how crazy that is? We got out at like 2.68, so we got out around here. My original targets were at 3 right here, 3.17. All targets got hit. All targets got hit. My thing was the drop. Oh my god, 5%. Damn, price tanked. But I'm not worried. Okay, so the reason why I decided to close, like you all know, daily time frame, we were simply above my daily structure point, and I didn't like it. I saw price react. If I go back towards the 4 hour, you can see price react from this daily zone at our daily structure. Reject, 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 reject. And I'm talking about as soon as price taps into reject, push, tap into reject, push, reject, push, reject, push, boom, 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 boom. So it's like I had so many examples. Hold on, y'all. My computer's a little delayed. There we go. I had so many previous examples telling me that price taps into reject, push, tap into reject, push, tap into. I was expecting a reject and then push, which we did not have, which is fine. For tonight though, for tonight, I know y'all see what I see. It's not a secret. Price is underneath that daily structure, and when we're underneath, I'm wondering what could happen. I wonder what could happen. If you want to see that breakdown, if you want to see how we are looking to capitalize on this pair, link in the description. Join the Discord. I'm about to break this down for y'all. And if you don't want to know, simply just wait, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to update you as soon as something happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with this video, turning $60 to $323. I'm still going to be flipping that account, but as for right now, we're at 323. I'm gonna catch y'all next week. Deuces.
You're listening to Self Radio.